This is a theme that we've been collecting rocks, and I'm going to tell you about them, and you will see some special rocks in here. Not only rocks, you will see some minerals that are formed. Some of these are minerals that were made of metal. So, these are the rocks. I'm going to start with gems, which is a kind of mineral. This is our first gem. This is an orange gem formed by copper. That copper grew up and then it turned into an orange gem. This is our next gem. There's some gems you can see through, like this one. This is very pretty. Can you see that? But when you look at it closely, it gets kind of oily. So this one was formed by magma. Thousands of rocks are born by magma. This is a kind of copper that is formed into a thing that cowboys would do. This is called fool's gold. These are both. This is one that's been turned into black. This is still rough fool's gold. Once you polish them, this is what it'll look like. But it still looks like this is unpolished and not tumbled. But this is for cowboys. A long time ago, cowboys used to find this all the time. And they would think it's real gold. But people that now know that this is actually fool's gold, which is a kind of copper. This thing is a quartz. Everyone see that? But if you look closely, the little spots are pieces of real gold. These are two rocks that are formed by the army. These are made by the army people. This is why they look like this, is because they are from the U.S. And look at this one on its back. This is a mineral that you will not see every day. A bunch of diamonds. Diamonds are formed by a rock. Some diamonds are made by a factory. How they are made from a factory is coal. They put coal, heat, and then pressure, and it turns into a diamond after thousands and thousands of years. This is like real gold. This is like real gold. This is real gold too. Only it's a different kind. This is Black Hills gold. That's what Hawaiian coins are made out of. These are Hawaiian coins. This is an agate. This is what you find it on the beach, what it looks like. But when you take it to a jewelry store, where they polish it, this is what it looks like when it's polished. This is a rock that is split open. This is gems formed by people that have digged into mountains. They find little stones that used to look like this in a mountain. Then they would mine them up. They would take them out, put them to a store, and then people would buy them. And then when they got them home, they would break it open with a hammer, and then that's what it looks like inside. This is the same thing as quartz, only a quartz crystal. This is lava rock. Lava rock is a kind of rock that when a volcano explodes, after years and years it hardens up and it turns into a black or blue or red rock. And this is black is most cheapest because it's not expensive. So when the lava hardens out, this is what it looks like. And some lava burns in holes, and then it keeps burning and burning through stone. And then what happens is, after years more, that lava turned into a brick, and it became all melty over here. That made this part, but left the hole here. Does everyone know what amber is? This is amber that's already carved. It starts in a tree, and what happens is it hardens up just like a rock, but sometimes it catches something in it, like a bug or a leaf. But this one catches a helicopter. This is a fossil inside a rock. Fossils start up as something hard hits it, and it carves into it. Now, you might not see this in the screen, but this is a fossil that was carved by something pointy. So if I rub my finger against that blade that was formed by a fossil, it hurts. This is a dinosaur fossil. You can see this part of the fossil digged inside. This is a fossil that you might find in the beach that was kind of like sandpapered. So it was kind of like there was a shell on top of a teeny rock just like this. And then the sand got over it and over it and pushed hard, and it printed into the rock, and then it's called a fossil. This is a heavy rock, and it's also very hard, just like diamond. It's called obsidian. This is a big piece. That is regular obsidian. This is very light obsidian, which is still regular obsidian. But this is not regular obsidian. This is called snowflake obsidian. This is a ruby. A ruby is a red rock that you might see on rings, jewelry. But this around it is called emeralds, which is a green thing formed by magma, and then that magma turned into a different kind of rock. That rock turned into that kind of rock, and then it turned into emeralds. But the ruby is formed by the same thing. Rock goes past to a different rock by forming into different ages. Flint is another kind of rock. If I had steel and I rubbed it, then it would become fire, little sparks. These are from the Indian times. The Native American used them. These are arrowheads. They would carve flint, just like this. Pretend this was an arrowhead and this was just a regular rock. They would do that to make arrowheads for the end of their arrows. But these are very, very, very rare. A flint fishing hook they also use, which they carve too. They have a flint drill, which because they would kill cows with the bows. They would stomp leather in, but they would take the leather and make suits, and they would take this and poke holes in it, and then what they would do is put buttons in that hole. Then, when they wear feathers, eagle feathers, the more brave they were. Chiefs wear them all around the back, some on the stomach. But this is an arrowhead that they use for catching eagles, for their feathers. this is a kind of gem that isn't as precious as all these kinds. It's called an amethyst. This one was found in a Gito. It's like this Gito, only one that has amethyst instead of quartz crystal. Amethyst has a clear bottom, but a purple top. And this is rough amethyst. You might find more purple amethyst than others.
Okay, so thanks for watching my video.
Thanks for watching the video.